Hello students, it is class 10. Today just we have to discuss about anaerobic respiration. Okay, your subject is biology. So in my previous class just I have discussed about the aerobic respiration, but today just we will discuss about anaerobic respiration. You know, in any type of respiration, breaking of glucose takes place. Okay, so in anaerobic respiration also glucose will break and gives us energy. Okay, so just today we will discuss how does the breaking of glucose take place during anaerobic respiration. Okay, during anaerobic respiration, first of all just we will define what is anaerobic respiration. Means if breaking of food molecule of glucose takes place in the absence of oxygen, then it will be called anaerobic respiration. Means it is a type of respiration in which breaking of glucose takes place in the absence of oxygen. You know, in aerobic respiration, whole process is completed into two steps, but in anaerobic respiration, it is completed into single step only, that is called glycolysis. Glycolysis means we can say glycolysis is the common step which takes place between in both type of respiration, means aerobic and anaerobic respiration both. Okay, so first of all, just we'll see what is the end product of anaerobic respiration. The end product of anaerobic respiration may be lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. It depends on the situation where it takes place. Okay, so at last just we'll discuss about that. First of all, just we will see during anaerobic respiration, each molecule of glucose, means one molecule, that is called each molecule of glucose breaks into two molecules of pyruvic acid. Just I have said pyruvic acid is also known as pyruvate. Okay, so first one molecule of glucose breaks into two molecules of pyruvic acid or pyruvate. This process is called glycolysis, and you know glycolysis step is completed into the cytoplasm of the cell. So just I am going to write here cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm of the cell, and during the process of glycolysis total 4 ATP molecules are formed. Okay, and you know, out of 4 ATP molecules, 2 ATP molecules are consumed to start the process. So we can say only 2 ATP molecules are obtained in the form of net gain. So just we have to subtract 2 ATP molecule, ATP, you will get 2 ATP. Okay, in the form of net gain. What is the full form of ATP? Just I have said adenosine triphosphate. Okay, so once again, during anaerobic respiration, each molecule of glucose breaks into two molecules of pyruvate or pyruvic acid. Okay, and this process is called glycolysis, which is completed into the cytoplasm of the cell, and during this step total 4 ATP molecules are formed, in which 2 ATP molecules are consumed to start the process. So in this way we can say only 2 ATP molecules are obtained in the form of net gain. Okay, now you know, after the process or after the completion of the process of glycolysis, if oxygen is present, then both molecules of pyruvic acid enter into the mitochondria. But since it is anaerobic respiration, so oxygen is absent here, and in the absence of oxygen, both molecules of pyruvate or pyruvic acid do not enter into the mitochondria, and they finally break in the cytoplasm of the cell and give lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, now we'll see if the process of anaerobic respiration is or we can say if the process of anaerobic respiration completed in the skeletal muscle of the animal, then both molecule of pyruvic acid breaks into lactic acid. But if the process of anaerobic respiration takes place in the plant-like structure like yeast, bacteria, etc., then both molecules of pyruvic acid breaks into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So we can say the end product of anaerobic respiration may be lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, now just it is completed, but once again just I am going to repeat it. What is anaerobic respiration? The process in which breaking of food molecules takes place in the absence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration, and during the process of anaerobic respiration, each molecule of glucose finally breaks into lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, whole process of anaerobic respiration is completed into single step, that is called glycolysis, and this glycolysis step is completed into the cytoplasm of the cell. During the process of glycolysis, 4 ATP molecules are formed, in which 2 ATP molecules are consumed to start the process, and in this way only 2 ATP molecules are formed in the form of net gain. And during the process of glycolysis, each molecule of glucose breaks into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid, and after the completion of the process of glycolysis, if oxygen is present, then both molecules of pyruvic acid enter into mitochondria. But since it is anaerobic respiration, so oxygen is absent here, so both molecules of pyruvic acid do not enter into the mitochondria, and finally they break in the cytoplasm of the cell and gives lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. If it takes place in the skeletal muscle of animal or human being, then both molecule of pyruvic acid breaks into lactic acid, and if it takes place in any plant-like structure like yeast, bacteria, then both molecule of pyruvic acid enter into breaks into ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Okay, so the process of anaerobic respiration is completed. Now just we will discuss what are the differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. First, just you have to give definition. What the process in which breaking of food molecules takes place in the presence of oxygen is called aerobic respiration, and the process in which breaking of food molecules takes place in the absence of oxygen is called anaerobic respiration. One difference. Second difference, during the process of aerobic respiration, Krebs cycle takes place, but during the process of anaerobic respiration, Krebs cycle does not take place. Third, during aerobic respiration, total 40 ATP molecules are formed, in which 2 ATP molecules are consumed to start the process. In this way, only 38 ATP molecules are formed or obtained in the form of net gain. But during anaerobic respiration, total 4 ATP molecules are formed, in which 2 ATP molecules are consumed, and in this way, only 2 ATP molecules are obtained in the form of net gain. Okay. After that, you can say the end product of aerobic respiration is carbon dioxide and water, whereas the end product of anaerobic respiration is lactic acid or ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Now just we will discuss one thing, that during vigorous exercise we feel muscle fatigue or pain in our muscle. Why? You should know, during vigorous exercise anaerobic type of respiration takes place in our muscle. As a result, lactic acid form, and due to the formation or accumulation of lactic acid we feel muscle fatigue or pain in our muscle. But when the required oxygen is supplied, then lactic acid starts to melt, and as soon as the lactic acid starts to melt, our pain also gets, we can say, we feel comfortable. Okay, so in this way, just we are saying, during vigorous exercise why do we feel muscle fatigue. Okay, so for today it is enough. In our next class we will discuss ahead. Thank you.